Hi all, nice to have you here today. Sorry, I'm thinking this might be a long one. There's a few messages I got in the pre-shuffle and a channeled message. Um, so strap in your boots, here it comes. So the first thing that came through was a stage show, burlesque show, putting on the Ritz. So I saw a stage show with women kicking their legs in their little outfits or whatever that is. And that's the message that came through, putting on the Ritz. That song, I didn't know the song, but the words were putting on the Ritz. I know there's a song back from the 20s or 40s or whatever around that time. Okay, and the message was a welcome gesture to all that gather here to bring love and forgiveness. Here called by to uplift and brighten someone's day today. Be kind, show gratitude, and have fun with others. Bring light into a situation that has been long dead, and try to bring laughter into the hearts of others in their time of need. It doesn't have to be heavy all the time. Bring the sun in and feel its warmth invigorate you. Open up to its healing energy and let joy and happiness fill your heart space. It's time to have fun, time to smell the roses and live life to the fullest. You deserve it for all the hard internal struggles and healing you have completed. Now it's time to start putting on the Ritz. Time to enjoy life's luxuries, pleasures for a time being. Do not be taken in by the glitz and glamour, but be present and enjoy the moment. Share your wealth and heal others in need. Help bring a smile to others, as this has a greater effect than you realize, or maybe you do. Enjoy the time spent in nature, finessing with the water spirits and playing with the pixies. Let the dragon folk encourage you and strengthen your spirit. Be conscious of your vibration and ensure to keep it high with self-love and encouragement. Focus on the positives and the little things that bring you and others joy. Surrender to the fun and don't worry so much. Time waits for no one. Enjoy life now. Vibrate high now. Shine your light and know that love is your guiding light and know that love is guiding light back to you, your divine nature and soul self. Be open to the people around you and the people brought to your doorstep. Help heal these people. Trust your guidance, trust your heart, and help where you can. Speak your truth and listen to theirs. Be strong and all will work out in the best interests of all involved. People will try to persuade you to their way of thinking, but stick to your guns. You know your truth and you know your boundaries. Others will know where they stand and will retreat after knowing that you hold yours. No judgments, but know where you stand and don't back down from your boundaries and beliefs of what is. As what is what is. Faith and harmony surround you. Speak your truth and God will show you the way. Know your truth and the light will shine out for all to see. A purity of heart and soul, one of peace, love and kindness, covered in a boundary of love and self-love for all. Hope dwells within you and will rise before the collective mindset to see a way forward. Keep going, be strong and stand tall. Happiness and blessings to those of light. Open up to your intuition, trust it and let it guide you forward. Stand strong and get out into life's adventures. Be resilient and trust yourself to guide others. Be perceptive to the information you receive. Go with its flow and don't waste your time on emotional outbursts of others. Speak your truth if needed, but don't get drawn into other people's emotions and drama. Be optimistic about new people coming in. Trust your perception of the energy and know that you are a leader and can help guide others to their truth and inspire them to step into their authenticness and onto their path of grace and goodwill. Be observant of others and what they say at this time, because your intuition is on point. You are calm, relaxed, and emotionally balanced, centered, and strong. Let people be guided by your energy and example. Jiggle and wiggle and waggle. Live the jellyfish. Dance and sing and drum to your own beat. Dance with life, flow like water. Shine like the sun, vibrant and rare. So the sun has been coming out a lot, and the moon and water. Water is prevalent too today. Many moons ago, your light was dimmed by darkness, but now it is as bright as the sun. Keep shining bright. Love, cherish, and embrace others. Let others know what you see as you see the light within that beckons you. You may be dealing with a snake who is attracted to your light, your heart, and your kindness, but they are not aware of the power you hold, the struggles you have been through. You are not a victim, but a warrior and a survivor, a king, a queen, a lover. You also have a very powerful guardian watching over you. So pretty much you don't need to worry about that snake. A change is coming where you will feel like you're being abandoned, but this is a natural process of progression. You are supported and stable and being encouraged to focus on your new skills coming in. This change may cause tears and pain, but you are strong, and this change will bring rapid improvements for you and your children or family or siblings. Embrace these new gifts and have fun with them. They will be very different to what you have been used to or what you have seen. You are rare and unique, and so are the gifts coming in. They bring the sun, the honey pot, the growth, the revival of your spirit, and the sweetness of community support. You are rebuilding and rebirthing a new you and a new adventure, a new way of being, but at heart you are still you. Root chakra and cleansing and purifying childhood trauma. So that's what came through. So at the moment you may be cleansing and purifying the root chakra of childhood traumas. You are committed and focused on your healing. This will serve you well. You are the queen, the sun bringer, the light in the darkness, the hope, the wisdom, and the source of good weaving its tale. Open up to the opening up to the dawn, to the spirit and the hidden room. I don't know what that says. So I think it says opening up the door to spirit and the hidden realms. Boats may be significant, or maybe you are the captain guiding others across a stormy sea and into safe hands of God, spirit. So what came through was someone crossing. It came across as a captain guiding across seas and into God's hands. So you maybe cross spirit over, or maybe you're a channel for spirit like myself. So my crown chakra was tingling and stuff, which gave me the sense that your knowledge is growing, your crown chakra is enlightening, you're growing, you're powering up sort of thing in your crown. You hold the light of the sun within, changing into a new cycle. Someone is coming towards you at great speeds, a warrior back from battle or to protect you in battle. Someone who will brighten the sun just like you. Who brings the sun, sorry. So this person brings the sun just like you. So it's maybe on the same vibrational level as you. Offer of love, a renewal of love, giving of love, blooming the heart space, excitement, bliss, harmony, peace, and gratitude. A sweet gesture of love, giving their heart or you giving your heart to another. So that comes through a lot. So there may be a renewal in love. There could be a new love coming in. You could be blooming right now. Your heart space is opening. You're giving love. That it's an exciting time, a blissful time, a harmonious time, a time of peace and gratitude. So a redhead has been coming through too. So maybe you're a redhead, or this person you're meeting's a redhead, or you know a redhead. That's coming through. Many moons it has taken to achieve this frequency. So it has taken you a very long time, whether it's many lifetimes or just many moons, a long time to achieve this frequency that you are radiating at now, this sun frequency. Mother Earth and fire is significant when looking at the pre-shuffled cards. A spirit is significant as well. So made me think of maybe in meditation or whatever, you're seeing a spirit, you're meeting someone in your meditation or your dream space that is connected to earth or fire. Maybe they're an earth or a fire sign. But it also come out to maybe balloons and birthday might be significant, and being conscious of the earth and fire with the balloons. So yeah, just be careful if you're having a party with balloons, or be conscious not to use balloons because of the earth, or be careful around fire. Maybe they're helium balloons or something. So I don't know if they're flammable or whatever, but new beginning, stepping into your purpose right now. The number 44 came out at that time, which to me is either 8, abundance, or the 4, connected to spirit, protection from spirit. And the song came through around that fire, and I set fire to the rain, watch it burn as I turn again, is the words that came through, which I know is not the right words of the song. But so maybe you're turning away from somebody, you're making somebody angry, maybe somebody that you've turned away from. And then I got to behold this coming storm of truth and liberty. So maybe maybe you've had enough and you're speaking your truth, and standing in liberty, liberating someone or liberating yourself, or but it feels like that, like there's a disagreement, or you speaking your truth finally. Pink roses, or somebody else it could be as well. Flowers have been coming through a lot, especially pink roses. So pink roses mean to me love and affection. Like red to me means romance, and yellow means innocence. So pink roses may be significant to you. Maybe that's the appreciation from God, or from your spirits or your guides or whatever, appreciating you, showing how much they love you, or somebody else, if they give you flowers, maybe that's their way of saying how much they actually love you. And notch on your belt come up. It made me think of just another notch on your belt, but then I was drawn to another notch on the belt. So you're moving up another notch on another level. You're moving up another level. You're going up to another level, and this will cause shock and fear in people, that cause shock, but also fear of what your next move will be, because they know you're strategizing on your next move, and the divine saying just to watch out for signs and visions and messages and synchronicities, and listen to what Spirit has to say about before you move forward. Be guided, with your next steps. Wait for the guidance. Vegan came out too, so maybe you're a vegan, maybe you know someone's a vegan, maybe you need to look at vegan alternatives in your diet. Lust also came through with independence and peace, so maybe you're becoming independent of this lust, or maybe you want to break free of this lust. Maybe that is what actually is going on with your root chakra as well. Pyramids came through, the color yellow, which means happiness, and gold. So maybe you're drawn to the pyramids. Egyptian come through later on too, which we'll talk about when I get there. The Wizard of Oz came through in the ruby slippers. So and then the words of no place like home. So maybe you're very connected to your home. Maybe it draws back to red slippers, root chakra, family, children, childhood trauma, self, what does it say? Shadow self. So yeah, it refers to shadow self as well. What you so you're going through a time of inner reflection and working on the shadow self, and just make sure that you're not projecting shame into others. Rainbows came through. Birds, pumas, panthers, crows, stags, owls, and koi fish. The Seer card came through, which stood out as you prophesizing visions, prophetic visions may be coming through in your dream state. Crystal ball came through, divination, orbs, spirits around you, blue, the color blue and red, so throat chakra and root chakra, or just the colors blue and red may be significant. The night sky and the moon came through, maybe you're very connected, or maybe you need to do positive affirmations and beauty magic around the moon. Black pearls came through, as I said, beauty, that you're a rare beauty, you have rare wisdom, you carry rare wisdom. Ravens came through, black cats, Egypt, eyes of Ra, the Ankh. So there may be a connection there. Birds, taking flight, you're taking flight at the moment. You're pure and innocent. And then it went on to pleading, like it made me think of you're pleading your case in court, but you are protected by Archangel Michael, or you will be pleading your case that you're pure, that you're innocent, and that you're protected, and that you're royal. So whether it's in the 3D or 5D, also that you have energy within your hands. Maybe you're a Reiki healer, or maybe you touch something and get information from items you touch, but you do definitely feel energy in your hands, like you get information through your hands. So it wasn't just an energy thing, it was an information thing through your hands. So the medicine wheel came through as well. A shaman came through. Maybe you are a shaman, maybe you're Native American, maybe you are wise, and to trust the higher forces, that you're protected, and that you need to trust the higher forces with this change, and with this snake around you, you're protected, also married, a ring on the left finger, so this snake person may be married, or maybe you're married. You are abundant. I saw coins around her neck and money, it stood out. But you're around the neck, it was like a necklace, so it made me think of the throat chakra speaking to bring in the abundance. So whatever you do, whether you speak on a forum, or you speak like I do on YouTube, or something that you're saying, it brings in money. So, or you will be doing. Kind, loving man coming in. I did keep this card out to show you. This gave me such a sense of love and happiness and joy when I saw this card. So the trader, trader makes me think he's a traitor. But okay, so maybe you need to be wary of this kind, compassionate man coming in too. But I got coming in, telling the truth will help you create abundance. Or it could be okay, so I'm getting different things. So maybe this person's coming in to tell you the truth, but they're not actually, maybe they're portraying themselves to be kind and loving and telling you the truth, but they could have been stabbing you behind the back previously. Or they're actually someone genuine coming in to help you create abundance. Maybe there's somebody you're going to work with in exchange for something that'll bring in money. Maybe it's somebody you've helped in the past, so you've affected their heart, so now they're helping you with financial assistance. So you just have to use your discretion on that and see which one it is for you. You have attracted the help of many animal spirits from your kindness to animals. And you're one, and I sort of felt that you are intertwined with the animals, you're one with the animals. So maybe you also have an affinity to animals. Maybe you can speak to animals. Maybe you know what they're feeling, they're sensing. Maybe you work with animals. Okay, and then you are weaving a web of growth, I saw as well, like the wheel turning and vines growing out of the wheel and weaving this growth. So maybe what you're working on is weaving a web of growth, if that makes sense, like abundance. Be patient, you're healing, and you are uncertain of your fate, but trust and enjoy the ride. So you may be feeling uncertain of where you're going right now, but you need to be patient. Good things are coming, and just enjoy the ride at the moment and trust in the divine, trust in that you are protected, and trust in higher forces. Inspire the mind, read, research, knowledge. So look into things that nourish the mind and not, just look into things that nourish the mind. Maybe there's a book you're wanting to read. Maybe there's a YouTube channel that you want to look into. Cycles are ending and new ones are beginning. Your third eye is open, and the song also that came through is "This show is over, say goodbye." So maybe that was just an ending of the message, or maybe that's significant as well. Maybe you're saying goodbye to an old self and coming into a new self, or maybe actually saying goodbye to an actual physical person. So I'll leave that there. And I'll get on into some messages now for you with the cards, and we'll see what is coming through. We'll see if we get any validation of the previous messages. I might actually start with this deck. Okay. So same thing coming through in the pre-shuffle, stags and rams. So we have rams on each side and a stag. So that made me think sort of like a hierarchy. So and I've been getting threes for ages, and it's like you standing strong in the middle and two people around you. So maybe this is your children too. That just came up then. The Ankh is there again. The king, I get king off that, royalty, emperor, king of cups. So connection to the environment, connection to the divine, connection to your inner strength and power, standing strong in your power. Yeah, so yeah, you may have maybe 2 people around you too that are inspired by you, that are following your lead, because you're definitely the leader. You're the Lord, yeah. Protection guardian, drop your shields. And that one was take charge with authority. So it does feel like you're coming into a leadership position, or you need to stand your ground and stand up for what it is that you believe in. This is giving me like to stop, like pause, take a breath, rest, rejuvenate, stand in your crowd. Maybe you're putting your hand up saying, stop, no, I'm not going to take that. I'm not putting up with that anymore. Standing in your power, standing up for what you believe in. It's also like there's a pearl in her hand. So, yeah, like pearls may be significant too for something else. Pearls of wisdom that came through then. So, maybe you're standing in your, standing in your truth sort of thing, your wisdom, stop, I'm not taking that anymore. That's not my truth. Your crown, she's got a crown. It's lit, there's a light here behind her. She's standing, she's maybe standing up for her rights, for her freedom. There's wings here. So maybe you're standing up for your freedoms, for your rights, and not taking no for an answer. You've got your shield there, so maybe you're protected. Or you're standing up for your protection, for your rights. It says drop your shields. So maybe it's standing up for your rights with your heart, leading with your heart, not with your, like with weapons or whatever. You're dropping your shields and standing up for what it is you believe, showing your true authentic self. This came out in the pre-shuffle. There's 2 cards here. But this made me think of Archangel Michael. And like the blue makes me think of throat chakra, and the water was significant to me today. The snake again, and the medicine wheel. So both coming out. These cards didn't come out in the pre-shuffle, but the snake is significant, and the medicine wheel. This one says connect with your emotions, and it's the water guardian. So yeah, water's definitely significant. Maybe getting by, having a salt bath, or going to the beach, purifying with water, cleansing with water. Maybe you just need an emotional release, so a cry, or maybe you just need to sit in silence and see what comes up. Maybe you need to connect to the divine, open your third eye, and connecting with your throat chakra, speaking what it is that you need to speak, to release, to release the emotions, to speak your love, to tell someone how much they mean to you. Or, so the medicine wheel is the drum, dream and journey, and the snake is shed old skin. So yeah, the snake might be coming out in this context too, that you're shedding your old skin and you're stepping into your dreams and adventures, is what I get from that. There's blue there too, so shedding, this emotional shedding. And maybe you're shedding this emotion by speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, saying no, take care of your needs. Winter. So the wolves came through earlier too. So I believe you have a guardian around you, protecting you at this time. helping you to take care of yourself. Maybe your dogs are helping you to exercise, helping you get out in nature, helping you release, you know, maybe they're an emotional support for you at this time, helping you to release what it is that no longer serves you. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So wheels turning again. You're embracing peace, letting go of conflict, dropping your shields, standing in your power. Expressing yourself through opening up your throat chakra. Okay, and on the bottom we have witch, be the light. You are the light. You know, it makes me think of Alvin sort of look as well. So you are definitely connected to nature. The star came up again, the pentagram that come up a few times in the pre-shuffle. That you are wise, you are transforming, you are calm, relaxed, centered, moving forward with grace. These vines are here again too. Your growth, you know, you're growing in abundance. You have an abundant mindset at this time. You're looking forward with steely focus. Okay, I'll get some of these Magical Spirit Oracle. I was really connected to get these cards. Spirit, what do you need to know? Okay, so this did come out in the pre-shuffle. The Seeker. The emotional release, the all-seeing eye, spirit release. So you're definitely in tune with your intuition and your third eye's open. It says on here, could you surrender just a bit more? So surrender what it is that no longer serves you. Release it to spirit. Speak love, light, and happiness. Like she's got this here. It definitely seems like you're going through an emotional release and speaking your truth. So whether it's you're telling someone something that causes this emotional release, or someone speaking something is actually causing you to release what it is that's been holding you back. The Great Goddess, Transcendence, Divinity, and Shakti. Card 32. And the other card was 36, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 and 5. Again, those numbers come out. Opening up your heart. A pathway to your heart is opening up. A pathway to the divine knowledge. There's that person there again, like that one spirit, you know, your higher self. Maybe you're connecting to your higher self at this time, which is causing a death and rebirth of self. Yeah. Sorry, I'll keep going. Is there anything else, Spirit? Okay, we have 37. That which is true will always be enough. Honor, express, integrity. So yeah, it definitely seems like you're speaking your truth right now. Blue again, water again, emotions, an emotional release of truth. The balance, you're balancing light and dark. There's a illusion that's coming to light. Maybe someone's speaking their truth, or you're speaking your truth. Letting go of the illusions. Coming into truth. Okay. Growing pains, healing, patience, unconsciousness. Third eye again. The pink again. The pink and the purple. These come out in pre-shuffle. You know, so pink and purple may be significant. Maybe you love these colours. It's a process, knowing that Healing's a process. It takes time. Have patience. Just let me be. Liberation. Free spirit while authentic. So liberation come out in the pre-shuffle messages. Maybe you're being liberated right now. Maybe you're stepping into your wild, authentic self. Maybe you're telling people to F off. Leave me alone. This is the way I want to live. This is the way I want to be. Speaking your truth, not letting people tell you what to do or how to be. Being your true and authentic self. And on the bottom of the deck is miracles, fairy energy opening up. Maybe you're opening up to the magic of life again, opening up to these mystical creatures and this magic and this the mystical realm that's owls and fairies and to the good and beautiful things. Maybe you're staying open to those good and beautiful things. You're saying, no, this is the life I want. I want a mystical life. I want the truth. I want to, open up to miracles. I am the miracle. Speaking those affirmations of truth. Standing your grounds. Being authentic. Not letting anyone stop you from your path. Okay. Oh, so we had the reptilians come out. This to me is the snake. Predator, survival, tyrannical. So maybe this is this person that is trying to... Do you notice on the belt? That's an occult symbol, upside down pentagram. So maybe this person's from a cult. Maybe they're a tyrant. Maybe they're annoying you. Maybe finally you're speaking your voice, telling them to piss off. Maybe, they're in survivalist mode and you've had enough. You're no longer in survival. You know that you're gifted and that you're divine and everything comes to you in the perfect time. And you're able to manifest it in. Okay, so what's this card? And that's the card 17, so card 8. This is 39, which comes to a 3. Piscis, divine feminine, birthing, fertility. So you're birthing this new life. You're in connection with the divine. You're the divine feminine. You're standing in your and that's the pink and blue. So pink, blue, and purple. Get the connection. Pink to me is love and harmony. So and blue's peace. So peace, love, and harmony. You're stepping into this, into your birthright, like into your peace and harmony and and joy and fertility. You're a fertile being. You're stepping into your abundance. This is you. You're abundant. You're you're a divine feminine. You hold peace, grace, harmony. And this person is still living in the matrix. Anything else? Okay, no. At the bottom, uncertainty, distrust, and guarded. So maybe that's you or somebody else. How many protection items? Maybe you are distrusting, but you need to know that, or guarded, but know that you are protected, and harmony is here for you now. So maybe you are supported by spirit. You're turning your head, you're turning away from people. No, I don't get that. Yeah, that's the card too anyway. Maybe you're guarded and distrustful of like this alien technology term. Maybe you have a distrust of people that are saying that they know it all, maybe, or they're highly knowledgeable, and that they're of higher rank and blah 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 blah. So maybe you have a distrust for it's not society, for these people that are saying they know everything, they know how to do this and they know how to do that, and governments, and that's sort of what I was getting. Sorry. No, I think that was it, because I think that was at the bottom. Anyway, this is you, resilient, bold, and sassy. Not taking anyone's shit anymore. Standing your ground, speaking your truth, and knowing that you're divine. Reformation. Okay, so you're reforming into the being that you were born to be, into your pure, authentic self. The unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Expect a fiery new beginning. Expect passions to be ignited. Insight. Once you walk through this door, it seems to me like this card always gives knowledge, insight. It's a card of insight. So you're walking into a more insightful perspective of something. You're getting clarity, truth. This also gives me the feeling of protected, the warrior spirit. Tell me more about the insight card, please. Okay. So we have renewal and welcome. And it's that red fiery, a lot of fire here, a lot of passions. So this insight that you will be, this download, this clarity will help, is welcoming in this renewal within yourself, is welcoming in the fire, the passion, a passionate new beginning, an abundant, passionate new beginning is coming in with this insight, with this reformation of self, this clarity. Sorry, let me just pick up that card. And you're walking into your purpose, walking into sunshine, to abundance, to clarity. Stepping away from illusions and into peace and tranquility. That's card number 1. Sorry, we have the numbers 9, 23, which is 5, 5 and 9 again, 8 again, 4, 1 and 1s, 10 and 1. So they both say to me 1. So new beginnings, change, new beginnings, and release, ends of cycle and completion. So completions of cycles, beginning of new cycles, and change and hope. This and 8 again. So 8 to me is abundance. So to me, this is the God card as well. So God isn't meek. Like, I don't see God as meek. I see him as powerful and just and strong, but also loving, and passionate and a leader. He's a leader. So just have hope and faith that things are going to work out for the best, that you're transitioning right now into your purpose. Okay, I might leave that there for those cards. I might get these ones next.